clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Wentz. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a give to Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold him to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force him into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Ravens 5-yard line. You ain't doing nothing today. What's your son? 3. Mike 3. Hey, empty.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz. And it's caught. Touchdown, Colts. Mo Cox, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Tyquan Lewis, he read that the whole way and made the tackle. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Flushed out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Jackson going to look to do it himself.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. They go play action with Jackson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away.
Back deep for the Colts, Naheem Hines.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9.
Wentz going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
This is brought in at the 21. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he stopped immediately there.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This time Jackson will throw it. Flush to his right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the 1st down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
Again, Jackson will keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Now it's Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
One more time with Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Sliding out of the pocket. Open space inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll look to run with Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Wentz. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Wentz now to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Cox, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I know they got the 1st down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after time.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Jackson now. He's going deep for Brown. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Sam Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. And this returnable for Hines. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 10, Wentz. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. From the gun, it's Wentz. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 6-yard line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Throwing is Wentz. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Jackson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rakiasin. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. 20, 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. ASAP, the coach, told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter, getting down to the good stuff. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First and 10, Taylor now. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Now Wentz. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. On first down, it's Taylor. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back to Taylor on first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. They go play action now. Jackson flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25.
109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Again, it's Taylor.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now Wentz. Buying time to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Back to throw. Wentz. The quick slant caught. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Here's Jackson.
He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked up by Corey Willis. And the Colts will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.